Hi, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Anyway, I have wanted to make this video for such a long time, and I hope that I word everything the right way. I hope that it'll be a good video, but I just, have you ever been in a house and the house makes strange noises, strange sounds? No? Just me? Okay. Um, you guys, I just feel like tonight's the night to make the video. So, um, I mean, it's a life dream. The same way that I shared, you know, my book idea with you guys, my movie idea with you guys. I have a lot of big dreams for this life, for my life, that I hopefully, by God's will get to achieve. And two of these goals is actually being a wife and a mother. And before anybody feels a certain way, these are my dreams. This is something I'm saying 100% of my free will. I would definitely tell you why I want to do these things. I am not meaning to take away from literally what anyone else wants to do with their life because that is their choice. But if you're interested, I will tell you be a wife and a mother. So I was just thinking about it today. I don't know, I was. And listen, am I aware that I may romanticize things a little bit in my head? Sure. Sure, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I only know what other people have told me and some other life experience. So maybe I'm romanticizing it just a little bit. I admit that. But I'm still saying this with my full heart and my full chest. So let me go ahead. I'm actually going to start with being a mother first. My family can never see this video because being in my own family, being a part of this family is definitely a big driver and a big reason as to why I want to be a mother and see myself as a mother. My mom is the strongest, the kindest, like the most bold, but like kind and soft. Like she's just great, and everyone says that about their mom, but I I really want to like almost morph into her. You know what I mean? I still want to be myself, but from a motherly perspective, I want to just morph into her because she's such a woman of strength, and that is definitely what I would want to teach my kids. So anyway, why I want to be a mother in general, I think it's just beautiful to build a family. There are a lot of things, guys, like I said, different dreams that I have that are gonna build legacy for myself, my career, my book, creative dreams. Those are all going to be things that will have a legacy, not like a long lasting Elvis Presley legacy forever, but it will have a legacy. And it's just so different being a part of a really loving, healthy family. And I think being the mother is such an important, pivotal role. And I'm a mess right now. No, I'm not entirely, but I, it's what I want. Uh, I am the oldest, okay? So there's that. And I also do have experience, and I know it's not the same thing, but looking after cousins, looking after babies, like taking care of babies in nurseries, like don't get me wrong, it's not that you lose a certain level of freedom. It's just that when you are taking care of a kid or your own kid, their needs do become before yours. Like you do have to take care of yourself, right, in order to take care of them. But you guys, I have learned the craziest things about babies by just being near them and taking care of them. Like they will just throw their head back for no reason, and you have to be there. Okay, you have basically have to be there around them 24/7, in my experience. But it's not. I'm trying to find a way to word this because it's not a burden in my mind. It's not. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice when my family had friends that were, like having babies for the first time. Literally both, unless one of them was sleeping, both, people in the marriage and the couple would lose sleep because they're, awake while the baby is asleep and just watching them like, oh my gosh, I hope nothing happens to them. But, they're a baby, so I'm ranting. I'm ranting, but I don't care if that's me. And obviously, I can say that right now because I don't know what it's like. Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, oh, she's naive about this. She doesn't really know what she's saying. Once she experiences this, she's gonna regret it. She's gonna not want this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't think that those things are as important to me as building my own family. I really don't. I see, obviously, it's like it is the next step of life, but I'm also very, very far from it. So it's not the most immediate next step of life. But I want it. I genuinely want it. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do doubt if I would be good at it. But I think also being the oldest makes this come into play a lot more for me because I never had to step in and be a third parent to my siblings. That was not necessary because my mom and dad were very, very present our entire lives. But being the oldest, you just do things. You just responsibilities that seem adult seem kind of normal to you. And it's normal to you to do random chores in the house. And it's normal for you to help your siblings out with random things. And it almost not enforces a motherly instinct, but it enforces me to always be considering other people, taking care of other people, and not even in an exhausting way. Like it's just almost natural to me, So it's like I think about it, like I think about being a mom and being the first person that my daughter or son can come to for advice, the first person that they run to when they're hurt, the first person that, they call out when they're in trouble. I feel like that is something that I don't want to not experience. And let me tell you something else, because I have to mention this. I know that I want this, but I am 120,000% scared of pregnancy. I have read things about pregnancy that I wish I never knew. You could die, it's very rare, which I'm not speaking over me or anyone. Not even death. Very tragic things could happen to women that are pregnant. Again, even though I'm young and you think that I may not know what I'm saying, I would risk it. I would risk it for building a family and bringing someone into this world. Don't get me wrong, even if you think about pregnancy for too long, it's kind of a wild thing. It's kind of a wild process, but now's a good time for me to talk about a husband because this this is why picking one is so important. You know what I mean? Me going through that and then imagine having like a husband who is like nonchalant. No. We are in this pregnancy together. We will get through life together. And that that to me is what it's all about. Getting through life with somebody in love and leadership and kindness and passion because it I don't know, like just the concept of like devoting yourself to another person and every challenge in life that you go through, they're right with you the entire time, and then you get to do that for them. Sign me up for that. That's really it. That's really it. Being someone's love and safe space and wife. Wife. I don't I don't even need to explain it anymore. But I might make a part two because this was not really a good explanation of everything. But hopefully you understood some of it. So I'm gonna go.